In an effort to stop the war, the Biden administration is ordering some new sanctions against Russian oligarchs and others in Russian President Vladimir Putin's inner circle as his country's forces pummel Ukraine. Our White House correspondent, Allison Harris, joining us live with more on these newest sanctions. So, Allison, they come as President Biden had a pair of critical phone calls.
He did, Nicole. Overnight, the president had two important calls on this fire happening at the nuclear power plant, one with Ukrainian President Zelensky and another with the National Nuclear Security Administration. The president, in support of Zelensky, urging Russia to cease its military activities in the area to allow firefighters to get in and access the fire, as the White House is inflicting even more pain this morning on the Russian economy.
This morning, Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with the NATO Secretary General in Belgium. NATO condemning attacks on civilians and the attack on the nuclear power plant.
This just demonstrates the recklessness of this war and the importance of ending it.
As President Biden is punishing 8 prominent rich Russians who are close to President Putin, announcing sanctions on oligarchs and billionaires as Germany and France seized some of their super yachts, one worth $600 million, and a private jet. The U.S. is also banning travel for more than 50 Russian elites and their associates.
The Department of Justice is going after the crimes of Russian oligarchs who line their pockets with Russian people's money, and while Ukraine and the people are hiding in subways from missiles that are being fired indiscriminately.
The U.S. also sanctioning Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov, whom senior administration officials call a top purveyor of Russian propaganda. President Biden saying the penalties are already having a profound impact on the Russian economy ahead of a cabinet meeting Thursday.
And the goal was to maximize the impact on Putin and Russia and to minimize the harm on us and our allies and friends around the world.
The Pentagon establishing a direct line of communication with the Russian Ministry of Defense, what defense officials call a deconfliction line, aiming to prevent escalation. The Biden administration discussing whether to send Vice President Harris to Poland and Romania to visit troops and refugees, as the president spoke with the Quad leaders of Japan, India, and Australia Thursday on the crisis in Ukraine impacting the Indo-Pacific. Meanwhile, French President Macron had a call with Putin, a senior French official saying it left Macron convinced that the worst is yet to come, that Putin aims to take control of all of Ukraine.
And this morning, Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas has now designated Ukraine for temporary protected status for 18 months. That means that Ukrainians who were living in the U.S. without documentation as of March 1st, just a few days ago, now have a protected status.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.